What's happening, people? I'm back in the kitchen again and I am cooking in the air fryer. I have got a lot of comments. This came up every single time I asked what should I cook in the air fryer. Obviously we've got the rotisserie chicken coming up and the homemade chips and that sort of thing. However, this, I don't know if it's a viral TikTok thing or people have just done it since air fryers came out. It's not a new trend or a new request or a new video. However, a lot of people have said, get the tinned potatoes and make some like roasted potatoes or whatnot. And that's what I'm going to try. I normally just make it from normal potatoes. These are 33p in Aldi. So I thought, you know what, I'll give them a go. Why not? I might do it a little bit different. I do have some roast potato seasoning in there from Morrison's. You'll have seen that on the channel before, regular viewers. And this is the first. This is the first review. This is the first time I'm using the tower and I'm actually using oil. I haven't used any oil in the multi-cooker or the tower since these videos started. And this is the first time. Even with the baking yesterday was just no oil, obviously just dripped out into the drip tray. So, and I'm actually using the drip tray as the tray. So there's no drip tray in this now. It's just going to be the tray because you want it to cook in that oil, don't you? The potatoes. And what I'm going to do, I'll be honest, I've done a little bit of research and I've watched a few people's videos of it. I've seen somebody boil these, but I feel like they're cooked already. I feel like they've been cooked already. So I'm not going to bother with boiling. I think they've been pressure cooked already, but see if it says anything about it. It doesn't, but I think they're cooked already. They're going to be soft enough. But what I am going to do is, I did see another video and they never seem to be, do you know, like in roast potatoes, when you've parboiled your roast potatoes and you mix them up, you get that edges to get that gnarly, crunchy, crispy edges. These, because they're like new potatoes out there, these don't seem to give that option. So what I'm going to do, my video a little bit different to others. I'm going to mash them a little bit. Not mash them, but I'm just going to break them slightly. But I'm going to try anyway. I'll try one or two, and then if it ends up being a disaster, I might just do it the same way as everybody else. But we'll give it a go anyway. I am going to heat the oil up now. I'm going to put the oil is in the drip tray now. I'm going to put that on for 5 minutes while I open this tin and prepare these potatoes to go in there. So let's get cooking. So yeah, they are like small new potatoes, so I'll get them drained now and dried. I'll dry them as well a little bit and then I'll see if I can mash them a little bit. I think that'll work best. So as you can see, they're all very, very small. That is the full tin. And what I'm going to do is, obviously not for little ones like that, but so the bigger ones, we're just going to try and mash them a little bit. Just to make that edge, so you make them a little bit. Maybe that was a bit much, but try and make them a bit crunchier. Just try and rough up them edges because I feel like that's what was wrong with all the other videos. You don't get a lot, to be fair. It's probably cheaper to make your own. But yeah, so I've tried to rough up the edges to try and get a bit more of a crisp on the potatoes. So that oil has been in there for 5 minutes now. we have an issue with the drip tray because it doesn't actually, because it's got edges. Maybe I should have bought an actual tray. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour the warm oil over the, put them into a pour the oil over the potatoes. Put that back in as a drip tray. Give these a good mix. Give them a good mix there and bang this roast potato seasoning all over them. Bit more. I don't know how much you're supposed to use, but there's not a lot of potatoes there. And I'm actually going to, I'm going to cook them on the drip tray. I'm going to stick to my original fork. I'm going to cook them on the drip tray. So we'll get them on this tray, and then hopefully, all being well, don't want to waste that oil, get that oil on there. That hot oil. We'll get it back in here. And we'll roast them. Tinned roast potatoes for, I don't know, how long should we go for? We're going to go 200 for 18 minutes, I think, for this one. But I will keep an eye on it, of course. This is massive overkill for a few roast potatoes. You could definitely do this better. I'm not talking about how your own potatoes and normal roast potatoes. Yes, you'd have to parboil them, but to be honest, this seems, unless these are absolutely fantastic, which I haven't seen any other videos that have had great results. Unless these are absolutely fantastic, it's just not worth it, I don't think. But it's what you guys asked for, it's what you wanted to see, so they're in, they're cooking, and 20 minutes, see if it goes. I've got 20 minutes to clean up all this mess. There's all sorts of stuff. I've got bowls and plates and tins and seasoning and everything all over the shop. And I've just done that bacon sandwich that you guys saw yesterday, so I've got to clean that up as well. Right, anyway, enough babbling. I'll bring you back in 20 minutes when this is done, hopefully. So they are done, and as you can see, the mashing must have helped there, because we've got these gnarly bits here, look. They're looking good. Right, I'll get them onto a plate and we'll have a taste. Look at that. There we go. So I'll just give these a little try, see what they're like. Oh, in fact, let's cut into them right now, so we can see if they're actually cooked on the inside. They are. That one looks a bit underdone, but look at this. So mashing them definitely has helped with the texture. But it's all about the taste. Are they as good as roast potatoes? Or are they just sort of like fried potatoes? I don't know. So it's all important taste time. This is the only thing that matters really. I'm going to go with that one that I cut in half there. You can see the crisp. Maybe I could have cooked them even longer to make them a bit more crispy. They're decent, but they still taste like new potatoes. They're too small. Even when I've cracked them all up, cracked it open and things, they just taste like new potatoes. I feel like that roast potato seasoning is lost. I did put a little bit of salt on just then before tasting, and that's obviously helped. But it's nowhere near as good as an actual roast potato. They're much more chewy as a texture, and that is basically the only thing you can say about them. They're not bad. You've got a bit of crisp, a bit of scratch, but once you bite into it, you've got to chew a lot. They look all right, like they look decent. Obviously, very small compared to other roasties, but not too bad. You know what though? Some of the videos that I have watched, people are doing this. These look a hell of a lot better than any I've seen online so far. But even now, these don't taste that great. They're just new potato bland. They're not, I don't know, they ain't got that parboiled fluffiness. They're just like chewy, processed, and that's the biggest thing. They're being pressure cooked to high heaven, or whatever this thing is, whatever this quote is. I feel like they just, it says peeled potatoes, but they're new potatoes. 100% of they're new potatoes. Looking how small they are. Like that's one of the biggest ones, and it is small. So for me, I would rather just parboil and cook yourself. I'm gonna have to try find a roasting dish that fits in there. That drip tray is not ideal. It only just fits on him. Sometimes it slips off, but that's for another day. Not bad. I would rate them 5 out of 10. The problem is it's not worth it. Even though that was only 33p, 34 pence, you can buy kilograms of potatoes, 2.5 kilograms for about £1, £1.50, and you can get absolutely boatloads of roast potatoes for that price. So cost value probably 2 out of 10. However, it is easy to do it. Makes a bit of a mess. I've got to clean up now. But yeah, I'd just say no. That's what it's like, isn't that the drugs thing? Just say no. Very chewy. You requested it, I did it. I thought I did it well, to be fair. I feel like that these are up there with the best. Like the quality of I feel like I've done a good job getting the crisp and the texture on the outside. It's just the potatoes are just chewy. Here's what it is. On to the next one. See you tomorrow. Did somebody say just... What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Thanks for watching. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.